Ooh, welcome back to Let's Play Walk Down Labyrinth Skill on the PS4. Yeah, I already had 2 parts in one here. They're gonna do. Wait, is this? Yeah, the third part in one. I don't do that often. And I can see why. It takes up a lot of space before editing it all. Actually, I don't really need to crouch around here. It's a weird looking tree. You got a lot of things like this where you're just like, oh, you can interact with it. But no, not really. It's kind of an illusion of sorts. It's like, no, you can't really do anything with it. He left the door open. Usually that door's closed. There she is.
Oh, gosh. Whoa. What was that all of a sudden? You scared the heck out of me.
She's a bit odd.
How come you're still standing there?
But this right here is the extra character. You can play as her, but you have to do specific things. Like I said in the first part, you gotta, 1, look at all the doodles scattered throughout the building. I can't remember how many there were, but you gotta look at all of them. And then you've gotta get one of So Young-han's endings. And then from then on, she'll appear at this point in the game. And you can interact with her, and depending on your interactions, will influence her ending when you get onto her playing as her character, essentially. But you only get that if you do a specific thing later on. And you gotta do something in this building as well in order to get it. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but we're not going for that in the first playthrough. Essentially that's... yeah, so she's the extra character. She has a bit more to her than meets the eye at first.
Can you step aside so that I can go in the classroom? There's something I have to do in the homeroom 8.
What is it? What do you need? Don't just stand there. Why don't you answer me?
You're so bossy. You're blocking my way.
It's like her endings are pretty much dependent on how you react to her. If you're just kind of just like calm and all that for the most part in your answers, you'll get one ending. While if you're rude, you'll get the other ending. I can't remember how it goes, to be honest. It's like she's only got 2 endings, but it just freaking confused the shit out of me when I played it.
I left something in the classroom, however...
Wait. You're telling me that I'm in your way? Wait. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
I haven't seen you before either, so I just transfer you.
No! Same class as So Young? One after another, they just keep coming. I gotta beat them off with a stick.
But Agnes is just like, what is up with this girl?
What were you doing? Do you like doodling or something?
What note? No, I don't know. Anyway, we should turn around and go back since it's locked here.
Yeah, one thing I didn't mention there is this actually makes it easier, because the first time... who closed the door? First time you come through, you're on a first playthrough before you unlock her character appearing. You would come through here, you'd walk up here, and then you get like a brief kind of cinematic where he'd look up and be like, oh, this is our homeroom. She wouldn't be there, so the janitor could actually still be pursuing you when you're at this point. And you'd be like, oh, look at that, and then the janitor smacks you over the head with a fucking bat. He's like, ah, and then you gotta run. But with like her being here, the janitor, well, he's not around currently. When she buggers off, which will be when we, go all the way down there and pick something up, she will just randomly disappear. That's when we gotta worry about the janitor again. I mean, stuff like that kind of ruins attention, really, doesn't it? When you play through the game multiple times, you notice these things. But the first time around, you know, it has its tension. And I have no idea what these are. Maybe it's the developers' random pictures, I think, maybe.
I told you this place was locked.
The bell tolls! That must mean... Because, yes, it must now be... Actually, does it say the time anyway? No, we'd have to look at our clock, I imagine.
Anything else?
You spawned like you were moving the sign, then you just went bloop.
Are you interested in me?
Oh, it's coming. Where is she? Where is it? It's close. Oh, there she is. That does damage to your stamina. She'll spawn a lot more on hard and hell mode, but on lower difficulties she probably won't spawn at all. And if she does, it's rare. But like I said in the first part, when I originally played on normal mode, I didn't have the patches. So she appeared like right after I'd got to the point where I'd got out of the room over there, I think, or maybe it was right after Ji-hyeon is like, you should watch out and all that for the janitor because he doesn't like people trespassing and stuff. Like right after that she spawned. But essentially before the patch she would actually do damage. So with her being so persistently appearing, it was an absolute nightmare. I would get so much damage done from that freaking ghost alone because I'd be like waiting for the janitor to pass and then she'd pop up and you can avoid her, but you have to run essentially. You have to be pretty quick on your feet to get away from her. But when she did damage, it was the worst thing. But then after all the patches, the only real damage she does is to your stamina momentarily. So if you're running from a janitor and she shows up, it can screw you over a bit.
Don't you have girls at home?
What an odd thing to say. Is that it? We've exhausted her dialogue tree by the looks of it. But yeah, talking to her much like Ji-hyeon and Kim doesn't affect her ending outcome. It's just the choices in the dialogue that is the only thing you have to really pay attention to. I don't know why I'm checking these because I know that I can't use anything here. Most of these are empty. And you got another one of these that you can't really do anything with till later on. It's like over here, it's like, look how dark that is. It's like, is she still there? Yep, she's still there. So as long as she's there, all good. But that wouldn't be for long. She'll just mysteriously bugger off somewhere else. As you know, video games tend to do. I think this is locked, right? Yeah, most of these classrooms are locked. Well, all of them except that one classroom, really. So you just be like, so is there like a point where you've got all the classroom keys? No, there's just one key. It's like kind of spoiling, man. Yeah, there's a key, just one single key for all of them, which makes it a bit easier. Well, there are some rooms that have their own keys as well. Note in the janitor's mailbox. Look, Mr. Son, I've temporarily locked the school floor lobby's door because some of the kids are sticking into the auditorium passageway that's been shut down. If you need the key, you can find it in the key box at the main office. I left the password inside the toolbox that we always use. Remember when I checked the toolbox? That's what I meant. It was gonna come back into play. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's just like, oh, now we gotta backtrack all the way there. It's like, why do you do this game? Can't remember if there's anything in here. there are some toilets that actually do have something on the floor and stuff occasionally. It's just that it's been months, you know, so I can't remember everything, you know. It's also good to have all these doors open up. This right here, you don't pick it up. For some reason, it just disappears. Pretty sure you don't pick it up there, but it's weird. Maybe if you... I don't know. I don't think I've ever been able to pick it up, though. But it's a good idea to, you know, leave all the toilet stalls open so that, you know, if you need to rush to a hiding spot, you don't have to frickin' open the door and then get in. Because it slows you down that way. Doesn't look like there's anything else around here. This game has some ambience going on though, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure the janitor isn't on this floor. It's just like, you keep ruining any tension this game is trying to build up by saying the janitor despawned and now he's spawned again because she's gone now. Can't tell if I can hear him or not. He could be close by. Okay, now we got a little bit of tension going because I can't be 100% sure. Pretty sure he's not close by just yet, though. It's like if you try to breeze through it, you're kind of more likely to run into him. Because, you know, he's doing his rounds, more or less. Doing his patrolling. He's definitely not quite here yet. The fact you can't see everything kind of adds to a bit of tension, doesn't it? Because you're just like, well, could he be like literally right beyond that door? Or is he a bit further away? It's like as soon as he spots you, he's going to give chase. It's like, it's like we need to go in there, but I'm deliberately avoiding going over there because I'm pretty sure he's over there. It's like, hey, you're ruining the tension again by saying, yeah, he's totally over there. I mean, where else could he be? And as soon as he spots me, he's gonna blow his whistle and be like, hey! Oh, maybe he's not. Well, where the hell is he then? Okay, I was not expecting it to go smoothly. Oh shit! You see what I mean? We were right over here, and he's like, "Oh, he spots us." I mean, to be fair, we're like straight there. It's like he's not like, you know, can't see us from a distance. He will spot us. 3126 tool belt, workers tool belt. It has a screwdrivers of varying sizes on it, but more importantly, it has the safe thing on it. 3126. Luckily, it's not hard to get around it. Sometimes you end up in cramped hallways, which makes it a bitch. So our first time actually hiding, and he'll probably, yeah, he's coming this way. Or is he? This is probably gonna be what takes up most of these parts, really. Is just running and hiding. You know, as good as the AI is at detecting you most of the time, they're not very smart when it comes to, you know, actually investigating locations. Like sometimes, if they see you going in here, for example, they will actually walk all the way down here and back, and there is like a slight chance they might spot you even when you're hiding. I guess, I don't know how it works. It's happened to me at least a few times before, but for the most part, if you can get into one of these without them spotting you entering the room, they won't notice that you went in there. They'll notice the door's open, but they won't be like, oh, let's further pursue this matter. They must be in here somewhere. No, they'll just bugger off. Where the fuck did he go? He closes doors behind him, so it's a bit unusual. Oh, he must have gone back through there. That's one way of being able to tell where he's gone, I guess. Is if you see a door open or not. Because if he goes through a door, he closes it behind him. Makes it a little easier to, you know, figure out where he could be. Also, I keep looking back at the capture card, and it's so much darker than it is appearing on the TV. God knows how shit the quality will look on the MP4. I might just have to frickin' use Movie Maker again, which would suck because I got 3 parts recording here now. That's shit, man. Well, I don't think he'd be near here, actually. Which room was it in, anyway? I think it was this room, wasn't it? No need to worry about him right now, then, I guess. 3126. The atmospheric sound of, like, doors opening and shit gets you the first time you play it, but, like I said, after that, it's, you know, you kind of know when it's actually the janitor and when it isn't. Main building 1, auditorium passageway key. Key that unlocks the iron door leading to the auditorium passageway in main building 1. But what's this? It's red. Small little key painted red. It looks like it could be combined with other keys. There's like 3 or 4 of these unique little keys. You combine them, and that's pretty much how you unlock those annoying little things that don't seem to be interactable for the most part, that are on the walls. But we've only got 1 small key, so we don't have access to anything like that yet. So, the auditorium's on the 2nd floor. So we're gonna have to go past him again anyway. And unlike the room downstairs, this room you can't really see the other way, so it's, you know, kind of dangerous, but let's see if he's coming through this hallway yet or not. Even if he is, I think we can get past him. Shouldn't be too difficult. He's left the door open, so he can't have gone this way. And where the hell did he go off to then? Oh, he's right there. Janitor! I won't even close the door, because I'm gonna run right past him. It's like one of the main reasons I never fully played the PC version is because of how bad I suck on mouse and keyboard controls. I find it hard to maneuver around when getting chased by the janitor. Because yeah, but on the PS4, Piece of piss.
No tension whatsoever, sir. Allow me to use this key.
It's just like, isn't it a bad idea still pursuing you, but I know what's coming next. Save my ass. Cutscenes. Essentially, cutscenes will save your ass a number of times and screw your ass in all cases. But yeah, cutscenes despawn the Janted. Well, they don't despawn him, more of they reset his location, I guess. So he's not right there on your ass. Like, sometimes... well, we'll get to that when we get to it. Collections. You can complete the ghost collection in the game by collecting all kind of ghost stories and encountering different ghosts. So yeah, the ghost stories, all of them have a ghost that you can encounter. So you got, there's 20 in total. It's like, I remember that scene in the original. I think it looked a lot darker, and I can't remember. I think the ghost might have actually been able to attack you. Definitely feels like this game probably didn't handle the ghosts quite as well as the original did. I can't really remember. I don't really watch the Let's Play of it, really, for the most part. But it looked a lot more tense with the ghosts than it does in this one. You can also collect various endings by clearing the game. Check your collection items and achievements progress in main screen collections. See? He's gone. Also, I keep forgetting these. It's a drawing of a bird cage. There's no bird inside. So this leads to the auditorium. This is the drawing of a rat who's holding huge crutches. The auditorium is locked. Ooh, spooky. Don't worry though, it's nothing, it's just kind of something. This is like, you're really ruining the tension of this game. And the lights come back on. It's like, the first time you play through the game is like, honestly, if you haven't played the game, I want to experience it in all its glory. I'd suggest like playing the game, you know, yourself first, because then you get the true feeling of the game with all the, you know, not knowing what's around what corner, and, you know, having to deal with the frickin' annoying ass puzzles, which will make the playthrough a lot longer, essentially, the first time around. I probably pronounced that wrong. A lot of flowers have names like that, don't they? Pretty sure the doors are locked over here, actually. Is this something? Yeah, this. Oh.
Spooky!
Yeah, a lot of it just comes down to random jump scares. Some of the ghosts actually damage you, but most of them are just kind of like that. You're like, ooh, spooky jump scare, which is kind of lame. Could have been a bit more to it than that. But that was the ghost, that was the pond one, remember? Wait. Oh wait, no, it would be... Secret of the Pond. This is the ghost connected to this story that we read in the first part. I think it is, anyway, if I recall. It's ji-hyeon. What is she doing? How peculiar. Well, let's make our first save point of the game. Like, properly. So, look here. What does that say? Oh, wait, I thought it was 20 plus hours it took me, but apparently it looks like it was only 11 hours that it took me to beat the game the first time around. 6 hours on hard mode. 5 hours on easy mode. I must have took my time with that one. Well, actually, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of confused at the same time. Wait. No more. These two must be connected, actually, now that I think about it. Because that was when I first played it. This is definitely my recent playthrough. I remember playing it in early spring. It only took me 2 hours and 50 odd minutes to clear hard mode. So we'll save over that one. So, with that, I shall see you next time, viewers. See you next time.